everyone. This is Dan with Ebike Nation. Today we are out doing a comparison ride between the Movcan and the TST R002 moped style e-bikes. Both of these bikes I really do like. I love the moped style. The saddle is much more comfortable than the regular seats on most e-bikes, so that's a plus for me at 73 years old. And I got my grandson out. His name is Adam, and he is riding the TST, and I am riding the Movcan right now. Now, both of these bikes got plenty of power. I've noticed that the Movcan is definitely a little faster. It'll do about 32 mile per hour, which the bike I'm riding now, and then the bike that Adam is riding will do about 26 to 28. And we did a hill climb test on these too, which you'll see coming up. And I'll show you the comparison on that as well, which bike performed better. But yeah, these, I love the style of these bikes. I love the headlights on these. They definitely look more like a motorcycle than a moped. But yeah, they both got 20-inch by 3-inch fat tires. And my grandson's catching up here. I was doing up around 32 mile per hour, so I had to wait for him just to catch up a little bit. But yeah, on this Movcan itself, let's talk about it a little bit. It's got up to about 30 to 37 miles per charge on electric mode. It's got 70 to 75 miles per charge in the electric mode, up to 115 to 120 miles per charge in the PAS mode. Depends on load, slope, speed, temperature, and surroundings. Now, this Movcan is a dual battery. The battery that sits on the top looks like a gas tank, but it's actually the battery. So with the 48 volt, it's got 31.2 amp hours of battery, which is a very strong battery for range. And it's also, again, got your dual suspension. It's got pedal assist 1 through 5. And yeah, it's got a great display on it. Good color display where everything is very simple to see on readout, shall I say. And as you can see, even Adam's TST R002, this is another quality built e-bike. It's also a 48 volt. I think it's only got 15 amp hour battery, so it's a little bit different than the Movcan is. But they both got the handlebars look similar. The TST, I believe, does also have dual suspension on it as well, so that's a plus. But yeah, we're just out doing a leisure ride here on the bike trails, and we're going to go on up and do some off-road riding as well once we get up through the video. But I'm using my 360 camera today, so you're going to see some different views of the bikes for sure from the rear and the front of us riding both bikes here today. So this is good quality time for me to get out with my grandson to just enjoy nature and enjoy the things that we both like doing. And my grandson is going to school right now. He's in culinary school, so he wants to be a chef. Excuse me. But that's okay because we need plenty of chefs. I told him once we get older, me and Grandma's going to need for him to cook for us a little bit. That was kind of a funny thing. He laughed that one off for sure. Okay, guys, let's talk about the TST R002 bike that Adam is riding right now. And I want to give you some features of this bike while I'm riding along here. Charge time on this is about 4 to 5 hours. It's got a 54.6 volt 3 amp charger. The bike will do 32 mile per hour, which I have not changed the settings. I can't get it to 32 yet, but their website said it does do 32 mile per hour. The weight on it is 71.87 pounds. It's got a Shimano shifter 7-speed. The battery is a 48 volt 15 amp hour. The hub motor is 1500 watt brushless gear motor. The range on this is 65 miles, pedal assist. The pedal levels is 1 through 5 on the pedal assist. It's got 180 millimeter hydraulic disc brakes. It's got 20 by 4 inch fat tires. The weight capacity on this one is 450 pounds. So yeah, it's got a lot of neat features on it. Right now, this bike on the TST is priced at $999 plus tax. I believe I looked at their website, and as of April 29th, they're going up in price. So you guys be aware of that if you're looking to purchase that bike. So yeah, it's a quality built little moped style bike. I've had it out a couple times now, and I'm very happy with the quality of the bike build, the comfort of the ride. As you can see, as Adam's going by here, it's even got the extra little seat on the back for a rider, and it's also got the little pegs that come in and out on the bottom. So if you want to carry a rider, you can do that. I don't see a whole lot of room back there for somebody to ride, but again, I'm 73 years old, so I wouldn't even begin to think about riding on the back of one of these things. But yeah, that's just a little bit about both of the bikes here. Again, we're going to do probably about a 15-mile ride today total. We're going to be doing some off-road stuff here. And as we get up a little farther here, before the off-road riding, we're going to do a hill climb test. We're going to compare both of these together in pedal assist 5, and then throttle only going up this fairly steep hill, and we're going to see how they both perform on that as well. Now, I'm becoming a real fan of moped style e-bikes for some reason. I don't know what it is. I've ridden so many different e-trikes, e-bikes in the last 2 to 3 years that I've been getting a couple of these moped style e-bikes in, and I've been very impressed. I guess maybe it's more from the comfort level of the bike, just getting out cruising along, using throttle only, as you can see here. I don't pedal a whole lot unless I'm wanting to get some exercise with some endurance, for endurance. So as you can see, I'm definitely using throttle here, and Adam uses more pedal assist, I noticed, as you can see here, where he's trying to keep up with me actually. So yeah, we've had a lot of fun out here together. It's a beautiful day. It's probably 75 degrees out here on this bike trail. Very little traffic on the bike trail, but we will run into somebody occasionally. Adam doesn't quite know the bike etiquette on e-bikes on the bike trail. He almost run into a guy on a regular 10 speed, but the guy was really jerky about it. I call them the spandex crowd. They all dress up in their tight little tighties. And yeah, nothing against spandex crowd as far as you riding on the trails, but you know, I know you guys hate e-bikes. You don't like us riding by you, and even if we announce, you sometimes get a little bit of gruff look on your face. So anyway, there's the building that's got a lot of graffiti here. Excuse me. And they're allowed to go in there and do all kind of paint, different kind of murals on there. So yeah, we're getting ready to cross here, and once we cross, we're going to be going up this little hill here. So it's something that I really wanted to test between these two bikes. As soon as we get up here just a little bit, we're going to be turning right up to this hill climb test. So just bear with me here a little bit, and we're just going under the overpass here, and we'll make our right turn here. And it's really a good little hill so I can test e-bikes and e-trikes, because it's not real steep, but it's just steep enough and long enough to where you can kind of get There's the guy right there was really jerky. That third guy just come by us here. I'm adjusting my 360 camera here, as you can see here. You're not going to see the actual pole that it's on, but it's we're just going to get up here. I'm going to have him line up with me, as I mentioned, and we're going to be doing throttle only. I want him to just kind of match my front tire here as well. And we're going to do throttle only, pedal assist 5. Adam's throwing his visor down there. I think he thinks he's racing here against me. So, yeah, again, I'm on the Movcan. He's on the TST. I do outweigh him about 50 pounds, so that may make a difference. As you can see, as we took off, Adam just went right by me. So, actually, if we had comparison weight to weight, I may have been able to keep up with him. But with this little hill climb test, he was kind of pulling away from me as we was going up the hill. So that's to be expected with him 50 pounds less. The motors are the same. So that would not have made a big difference. But yeah, he kind of flew by me there. So yeah, we're going to just go ahead and ride here. And I'll be putting a little bit of music to this. So I hope you guys enjoy these views that we're doing. But we're not going to talk through the whole video here. I will do a little bit of discussion once we get into the off-road area up here. But I would also like to talk a little bit about safety as you're out on these bike trails, and what you should carry with you when you're out riding, because you get anywhere 3 to 5 to depends on how far you want to go, 15 miles or so away from home. You're going to want to make sure you are prepared to handle any kind of bike repairs you need to, fixing flat tires, and then I want to get into a little bit of safety and for seniors in some of the things that we need to be looking out for as far as riding these bikes when you get older, especially. So yeah, let's talk about what should you carry with you when you're out riding on the bike trails. Now, typically, I will carry my backpack, which I have that on right now myself, and then Adam will carry it back. It's not real heavy, but it's just enough to where I can keep some essential items in my bike pack or backpack in case I have some sort of emergency. Let's talk about flat tires. And believe it or not, on this bike ride, we had a flat tire once we were riding the trail about 2.5 miles back. Adam, the bike that he's on, nope, actually, it was the bike that I'm on right now because we switched. We had a flat tire, so we had to actually turn the bike upside down. Of course, the flat tire always happens on the rear. That seems to be inevitable on an e-bike. I guess it's just the weight of the person. When whatever you run over, it just makes a big difference. So anyway, we was about 3 miles away from home, and Adam was riding this bike, and I noticed the tire looked like it was getting real flat, and he said it felt funny as he was riding. So we stopped, and sure enough, it only had about 3.5 pounds of tire pressure in it. So we was at that overpass where I did the thumbnail at the first of the video, and I went ahead and flipped the bike over. And what we actually did is just put air in the tire at that point, because I was hoping just that far from home that we could at least leg it home after I put air back in the tire. So the first thing you want to carry is a battery operated bike pump. I've got several of those now, and I carry one with me everywhere I go. So there's a couple ways you can repair a tire on the go. The easiest and fastest way to me is use a material called Flat Out. It is a Kevlar based material that's liquid that comes in a little quart bags if you want to carry it on the trail, which I do. And what I do is I go ahead and flip that bike upside down, and I carry a valve stem remover. That is a little thing that you want to carry with you, so once you go to repair that tire, you're going to be able to have to take out the stem in order to expose the Schrader valve to put in the Kevlar. And the Kevlar material actually has a little hose that goes right over the Schrader valve. So when you're actually filling that up, you're going to want to make sure that it's on there good, and you just squeeze the amount of Kevlar that you need to put in the tire to repair the hole that you have. Now, you first want to make sure that there's something that's not stuck in the tire, and I did not find anything in it, but I could see where it had been punctured. Maybe a nail had gone through it, but it did not. The nail did not stay in the tire, and that sometimes happens. So I actually went ahead and filled the proper amount of Kevlar once I got back home, that is. I can do this on the bike trail as well. And I went ahead and put in the Kevlar, and then what you do at that point is once you put the proper amount in, you take the Kevlar hose off of it, the Schrader valve, and then you put your valve stem back in. Now, these valve stems are very small, so you got to make sure that when you're on the trail especially, that you have a place to put it in your pocket or whatever once you're filling that tire up. So you don't want to lose that thing, because you're not going to be able to get that tire or bike home at that point. So again, you put the valve stem back in, the Schrader valve, and then you take your pump and well, actually, before I pump it up, I go ahead and turn the tire over several times to make sure that Kevlar is evenly distributing throughout the inner tube itself. And with that Kevlar material, it'll typically seal any opening from a nail size. I've even had screws go through it, and it actually sealed the hole completely. So what I did is went ahead and turned the tire around a few times, and then I went ahead and pumped it up with air. And these bikes usually take about 20 pounds of air pressure. As you can see here on the trail, we're flipping the view to where we're actually going to show the trail here a little bit here. So yeah, and then you just put the valve cap back on, your tire is fixed. So that is something you got to be careful when you're out on riding. Now you can also carry a little. There's the guy in the back here that really give us a hard time, but that's all right. At least he wasn't wearing spandex clothes that I could see. But that's one thing you want to carry. You also want to carry your cell phone, obviously. So if you get in an emergency situation, and you also want to track your ride, whether it be a Strava app, an Apple Play device they may have. There's several different. Map My Ride has also got an app, but I use Strava, which is a app that it's pretty precise. And what I can do is when I'm actually riding along, my sons and my wife can see exactly where I'm at on the trail at that point, because it's got a GPS locator that is really accurate. So my wife can even know when I'm stopped and talk to somebody. She can see the delay before the bike starts going again. So that's pretty cool. And also, if you get hurt, you need to call 911 or an emergency, or you can't repair the bike on the trail, whatever. And have not had that happen yet, but you'll be able to call somebody to come pick you up, and so that's good to have your cell phone for that. And you're also going to want to carry safety equipment. You want to carry like a little first aid box, band-aids, bandages, something like that, in case you get hurt on the trail. You're going to be able to help yourself out. If you just fall and you got some little skid marks or whatever, you can go ahead and take your first aid kit with ointments and things like that, to where you can address that on the trail. Other than that, I carry security, like a bike chain. I will carry a bike lock, and I particularly use a material or a product called ABUS, ABUS. That seems to be the best out there as far as I know on security, because a lot of these guys today, if they're going to want to steal an e-bike, they carry usually portable grinders with them to get through chains or whatever. But with that titanium in this chain and these locks, those ABUS locks are really hard to breach and cut. So that's another thing that I carry. That weights the backpack down just a little bit because of the weight of the chain. and the lock itself is kind of heavy. It's probably 8 to 10 pounds. Seems like it is to me anyway. You're going to want to carry a lot of bike tools like hex wrenches, open end wrenches, different sizes. You're going to want to carry, um, sometimes I'll carry my T-handle hex wrenches in case I need to tighten something down. But you're going to want to make sure you're prepared to tighten any kind of bolts and things down, or things that may come loose on the bike. But the most critical item, I'm assuming you guys already know, is going to be your flat tire. That's typically going to happen to everybody when you're out riding. Sooner or later, you're going to get a flat tire. So you just got to be ready for those situations. So other than that, I mean, I'll carry like aspirins, something for, if you get a headache, you're not feeling well, you can always carry that kind of stuff as well. As you can see, I'm riding just a little bit of different view here from the 360 camera. But yeah, I just wanted to discuss a couple of those things, and we're going to go ahead and throw a little bit of music to this now, and so you guys can just ride along with us here, and then at the area we're going to go off-road, that's when I'll go ahead and we'll do a voiceover on that as well as we're riding on the trail. So yeah, I hope you guys, this has been informative for you, so enjoy the music, and I'll see you on the off-road. Okay guys, we're doing just a little off-road riding here. Adam's out in front of me, and I have also just using my drone here as well. As you can see, the drone is probably behind me, but I'm just doing a little riding where I can show you what the TST and also the Movcan, how it does when you're actually riding off-road here. Trying to get my drone to behave here, but I think it's finally following me here on the trail. But yeah, these are some really good off-road areas that kind of meander down or along a creek here, and there's never hardly anybody back in here, so I decided this was a good place for me and Adam to get out and do a little riding here. So yeah, just enjoy a little bit of the footage here. We're just going to go ahead and ride along here. Alrighty guys, we're going to end the video right here. I hope you've enjoyed this ride with my my grandson and myself out on these off-road trails. So yeah, share, like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and I will see you guys on the next ride adventure.